Hi everyone, this is Bonnie from Backward Story, and today I have one of the coolest new releases of 2018 to share with you. This is Brazen, Rebel Ladies Who Rocked the World. It is by Pénélope Bagieu, and I apologize if I butchered her name wrong, and it is published by Macmillan First Second, and Penelope has also written the graphic novels Exquisite Corpse and California Dreaming, and she's also been in the French media, and she has a lot of published works. And this is a graphic novel, but it is also a biography. It is history. This is a book that will really appeal to people from kids to adults because it gives you history of so many famous and incredible women. They're not even all famous, that have been through a lot and have really shaped and changed history in various ways. And some of the stories are a little graphic for younger readers. Some of them are a little bloody or a little sexy, and younger readers might struggle with that, or it may be a little inappropriate for them. So I would imagine that in the store, this book would actually be in teen and not in kids. However, there are so many stories that kids will enjoy and that will appeal to them and be appropriate for them. So it's really on a case-to-case basis. Take a look at it yourself. Most of the stories are great for every age. Some of them are a little older. The women in this graphic novel, this biography, this amazing hybrid of a genre are just incredible. And if you look down the table of contents and see everyone inside that you get to learn about, and I really hope Macmillan and First Second put out a second volume of this, because I loved learning about these women, and I knew very few of them. The stories all start off telling you about the person and what they were like as a child, and then it talks about, as they get older, the struggles that led to them deciding what they wanted to do and leading to the path that would put them on a course to change history or to just make things better for the people around them. And so the first story is about the bearded lady, and every story also ends with these gorgeous 2-page spreads that just really showcase an aspect of that person's life. And this bearded lady is she's not from Barnum and Bailey. She is not the bearded lady that you see in The Greatest Showman. So Clementine is French, and she still wound up in a circus, but for different reasons, and it's a different circus. You'll have to read the story to, of course, get everything, but don't go into it expecting it to be the bearded lady from The Greatest Showman, because I did, and I was completely wrong about that. But this is one of my favorite spreads, actually, in the entire book. It's absolutely gorgeous. And you have people who rose to be queens and empresses, and just the things that they went through and the way that they evolved. Like, down here you've got a scene, oh, maybe he was poisoned. Nah, maybe he just killed himself. So, a little darker there. Look at these spreads. They're just insanely gorgeous. And this one's probably one of the most well-known ones from the story. Margaret Hamilton. She is the actress who played the Wicked Witch in The Wizard of Oz. And it's about how she wanted to be an actress, and everyone told her her nose was too big and she should get a nose job. And she was like, yeah, no, instead I'm going to try to play the ugly stepsister or the Wicked Witch. And so she wound up getting cast in the role of a lifetime. And it also talks about some danger on the set, and the way there was a fire and she was critically injured, and it took her 3 months to recover. And so you get to learn all of this cool behind the scenes stuff for some of your favorite movies. Another favorite spread of mine. Just there are so many cool stories. This one, this trio of sisters, they lived in the Dominican Republic, and they were not fans of the dictator in power at the time, and they rebelled, and they did so much work against him. And this story actually has a very tragic ending, but something happy that came out of it was that because of these 3 women, Every year on November 25th, there is an international day for the elimination of violence against women. And it's because of everything that they went through and what they stood up for. And just, it's incredible. And I had no clue that these women existed until I read this story. And it was just very powerful. And so many of these stories are powerful like that as you go through them. I don't want to go through every single story and spoil it for you. But you learn some really cool things throughout. For example, this was another favorite of mine from the collection. This is about a woman who created crime scenes in miniature, and she helped create a program at Harvard. And this is one of the ones I was talking about that's a little bloodier, because you definitely see some violent death here, and that's not the only one. So it gets a little bloody. So she just made waves in technology and in crime units and things that still to this day are used. And she even created an entire program. And this was just a hobby for her. She never got a college degree. She just loved doing this. And what I thought was one of the coolest aspects is she was the main inspiration for Jessica Fletcher in Murder, She Wrote, which I had no clue that that was inspired by a real woman. Granted, I never really paid attention to the program. Crime isn't really my thing. I'm a little squeamish, but I know of them, and I know so many people who love them and love her, and I had no clue that she wasn't a made-up character. And so this book just taught me so many things on so many levels, from history to pop culture. It was just amazing, and I really enjoyed reading all of these stories. I really hope you will too. I think so many of them are great. If you're a teacher, they can be used in the classroom. Again, some of them are going to be a little much depending on the grade level, but you can always, just work on the ones that you want to be featuring, and they're going to work in the classroom for so many stories. Look at that. But yeah, so this book is fantastic. It is available right now, and I highly recommend picking it up. It reads really fast, and you finish reading the book and you just feel a little smarter, and you have like little nuggets that maybe will help you out on Jeopardy, or for bringing up at a random moment during conversation at Thanksgiving dinner or something. And it's just good knowledge. So I really enjoyed this. I really think it's a book that can be used in a lot of different settings. It can be read for fun. It can be read for school. And no matter how you read it, you are going to learn so much. And it's done in a really fun way. It's really easy to read and to retain. The cadence is really good on the writing, so that you will want to continue reading it and not put it down. And I really enjoyed reading Brazen, and I hope that you pick it up this month and check it out. And that is everything from me today. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye.